So what are these theoretical principles? Well, system dynamic modeling, agent-based modeling, discrete event modeling, they are all about figuring out how to improve performance over time. So that's the question we're trying to answer. How do we improve performance over time? If it's not that kind of question, it isn't a system dynamics question. We then quantify how accumulating stocks drive performance at all times. At every moment in time, the number of customers I have drives the sales rate. Go to another field, at every moment in time, the rate at which crimes are being committed is caused by the number of criminals there are. The rate at which emissions are being emitted is caused by the number of vehicles on the roads. So quantify how the stocks are driving those performance outcomes. You then go back to the flows that drive the stocks. So my customer numbers are rising too slowly. Is that because the win rate is too slow or because the loss rate is too high? That is absolutely axiomatic. There is no other explanation for the number of customers other than how many we won, how many we lost. That's step 3 in the theory. So the last thing we need to explain is the flow rates. Why are we winning customers? Why are we losing customers in other fields? Why are people taking to crime? Why are people giving up crime? The next question we need to ask then is, what is driving those flow rates? And if you go through the same rigorous abductive reasoning, what you discover is that you always get back to existing stocks, to decisions that we take, or to external factors. So am I losing customers, this stock? I have a flow rate, I'm losing customers. That loss of customers is caused by not having enough service people, or my competitors' prices, or some other of those 3 categories of things. Now, those 4 items taken together, first of all, they give you actionable results at each step that you go through the process. But if you go back around that cycle, I've been doing this for quite a lot of years now, and I've never had to go around that cycle more than 3 times. Because you've got most of the stocks pretty much first time. There may be some other stocks that appear in the second round. Then you build the model out, and this gives you a reliable working model that can be continually updated and exploited. It's a style of model development in which you go to a working quantified model very fast. I'm talking minutes here, not hours or days. And it's a working quantified model with numbers in it that people recognize. And you do it with the people who own the problem, the key people who own the problem, not everybody who's got anything to do with the problem. You then continuously involve the users and anybody else who has specific knowledge about the system to build out the model. You start with something very small. It might have only 3 or 4 elements, and then you build out and out from that. And that gives insights and actionable findings at every stage. A very simple case, we've got sales going down. Sales are driven by customers. Are sales going down because we are winning customers more slowly or because we're losing customers more quickly? Well, that's an actionable insight very early on in the process. And for experienced modelers to note here, there is no qualitative activity in this process whatever. Absolutely none. If you put a relationship up on the diagram, we do it on whiteboard sometimes, or in the model, the very next question is, what are the numbers doing? What are the numbers doing? The bottom line here is that things have changed a lot in the last few years. Simulating business systems and business performance used to be a difficult thing to do. It was genuinely difficult to do. But we've now got better methods, we've now got better tools, and it is now a practical thing to do. Every business analyst, every consultant, every marketing analyst, this should just be something they all do, because their spreadsheet approaches to these problems just cannot do it. This is easier, faster, and more reliable than common spreadsheet-based approaches to the same kinds of problems.